amongst the allies, etc., contact them and find out from them directly. Get the information straight from the horse's mouth, so to speak. So it's very unfortunate that the country has taken such a negative stance, and I'm sure that unfortunately this type of attitude will only serve to alienate Muslims in Australia. However, I should point out to you all that though we are as Muslims internationally being victimized, some of it due to actions of our own people, etc., we shouldn't fall into that victim mentality, in that whatever happens is according to the will of God. So whatever happens ultimately is for the better. It's for the good. That even though they may attempt to block myself and Dr. Jafar Sheikh Idris and others from coming into the country, people who are legitimate, educated people in Islam who promote a moderate and correct view of Islam, which really is in the favor of the country, which they don't really realize. But anyway, the point is that we have our own responsibility to take opportunities like this to learn about Islam, as unfortunately many of us Muslims don't really know what Islam is. And as such, in our own behavior and our character, etc., we portray a negative image. So what is most important is that we be clear about the Islamic values, to be able to convey them to others so others can understand that the Islamic values and moral principles are universal. They're not something unique only to the teachings of Islam as they exist now, but they were revealed by God to generations of prophets from the time of Adam till the last of the prophets, Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So we should not allow these types of incidences to defeat us spiritually, because the spiritual defeat is the worst form of defeat. Physically, yes, they may stop this or stop that, but ultimately, as Allah said in the Quran, people may try to put out the light of Allah, to block the word of Allah, but Allah will cause His word to be promoted and spread in spite of what they may try to do. That's the reality. This religion belongs to God, and its truth will prevail. People will come to understand it, and ultimately we hope that Australian society will come to realize that what Islam and Muslims stand for is something which is beneficial to the society, something which they have a lot to learn from. So with that brief presentation, I'd just like to again express to you my disappointment of not being able to come, but at the same time being happy to be able to share some of my thoughts with you, and I hope that the conference will be a rounding success, in opposition to what has been promoted in the media, and that the Islamic approach to moral conduct and to the family structure and the values which it promotes will be ultimately understood to be the universal values and character and moral principles which the world as a whole look up to and praise, though the vehicle in which it is conveyed may be looked at negatively currently. In reality, the truth is still the truth, and Islam and the message of Islam will continue to be conveyed. It will stand clear and continue to be conveyed until the end of this world. The only thing that we want to be sure of is that we as individuals are part and parcel of that effort to convey the word, because as Muslims we have a mission. our lives should be dedicated to God and to conveying the word of God. Not just in word, but in deed. We should try to live those words and to convey the best example of Islam to the world. This is our mission, and I hope that Allah give us the success to fulfill and to carry through with that mission. With that, my brothers and sisters, and those of you who are present, our friends, and even our detractors, I bid you all farewell. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.